Hey there, everyone. Um, so look, uh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. You guys are probably wondering, like, what is going on? Um, Nothing is wrong. I'm just tired of everything. I'm just tired. And this is the thing. I think a lot of people are feeling the way I'm feeling, but they don't know how to name it. They don't know how to name it. I'm just I don't know what it is. Like, at first I thought I was just like lacking motivation, but I think what it is just emotional conservation. That's what it is. So here we are, the start of 2026, and you're like probably wondering, why is she in her bathroom? I was getting ready to just see what videos were out there while I tried to figure out something with my hair. I need to shower first, but I wanted to like do like a little face routine. Like the nail polish came off of one of my fingers, so I was thinking of taking it's just like some girly things. And then I was sitting here thinking about a whole bunch of stuff. Um, and I was like, I should just come on video. And I don't come on video often these days, but it hit me that there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just conserving emotional output. I recognized that I was dealing with this emotional fatigue. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I think I'm starting to name it. I think I'm just tired of caring about everything. Like not everything deserves the same level of emotional investment. Like down to anything that's even social justice related. Now I'm not out there like marching or anything like that because I don't do that. But I think it would be perfectly within my right if I wanted to. But I don't do that, right? Um, but I'm tired of the emotional roller coaster. Remember that song by Vivian Green? I'm on an emotional roller coaster. So I'm sitting in my bathroom. There's a lot of echo going on. Look, just work with it. I'm on my iPad. I don't want to be on an emotional roller coaster. And so for a while, I really thought, is there something wrong with me? Why am I like I feel like I have this I don't care air about me, but I don't even know if that's true. I think it's more just emotional conservation, especially since this past year 2025 was just a whole hot mess. Um, and I realized like I can't invest into too many things. It was just too much. So it was almost like a protection mechanism, right? Um, I know I'm dealing with low motivation, and that could be, I don't really think I'm sad, but maybe I am. I don't know. But I was dealing with low motivation in a lot of things because I was like, I have to mentally check out on a lot of things. Just, I have to. Um, so I wasn't motivated to invest in a whole lot of relationships that weren't going to give me that same kind of return on investment. Um, I wasn't motivated to care a lot about things that were happening in the media because I just wanted to save something for myself, maybe for my family or whatever. Like I just did not have a lot of energy. I felt like I don't even think I was avoiding. I think I was consciously selecting to just put boundaries on how much I should be caring. I don't know if I'm just talking in circles, but I was just like, yeah, I cannot invest a whole lot of emotional energy right now. Um, why does my arm look fake? What is this? What is this? I feel like, doesn't this look like a fake arm? It looks weird, right? Anyway, so here I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this mess as I keep cutting it down because the color was taking my hair out. So I'm walking around looking like crazy. I'll probably go get it done tomorrow. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Um, I tried to put a couple things on a card so that I could stay on topic. And even the things that I put on my little card, I feel like I'm all over the place. But I think I can land this plane. Um, I wrote on here, I'm only going to care about the things that deeply matter. I think what it is that I don't want to be activated. I don't. Because when you get activated about something, it's like almost like you're required to do something. Like it is, I just was not equipped in 2025 to invest more emotionally. I just didn't have it. I did not have it. I could not. I only want to care about those things that really matter. And it's interesting because here I am sitting here thinking about, talking about how I don't care about anything. Like I was just like lacking motivation. But you want to know what got me moved? I was moved a few days ago, 2, 3 days ago, when I found out about the passing of Richard Smallwood. For those of you who don't know who Richard Smallwood, he is like the legendary, oh my ear's itchy, the legendary Richard Smallwood. He was, many of his acclaimed accolades come from creating powerful like praise and worship music, such as Total Praise. Like that's literally one of his most iconic songs. You got Healing, right? I believe he did I Love the Lord, you know. Remember when Whitney Houston saying, I love the Lord. Like, that those, you know, those songs were just like, Jesus, you're the center of my joy. So when I found out that Richard Smallwood passed, that moved me. And I'm like, well, why did that move me? But many other things didn't move me. And it hit me when I was writing a couple of notes on my little handy dandy card here. I realized the reason why that one hit me was because he's almost like an anchor. Like an anchor in the community, like for those of you who are familiar with gospel music. And even if you're not hardcore to gospel or the church or anything like that, most of the people in the community are aware of Total Praise. Lord, I will lift mine eyes to the hills. Right? He's like an anchor. When you think about when you start losing some of these iconic figures who created these moments in culture, in a community that it transcended our community, actually. People who were so, to me, iconic. And when you start to lose these anchors in the community, like okay, if I need a great praise and worship song or something that's going to be moving, or something that's going to have beautiful choir music or something like that, you think of like Richard Smallwood. Like when Daryl Coley passed, when did he pass? I can't remember, but like he just had that iconic voice, You start losing some of the greats. So that one, for some reason, that was moving for me because that was something that was Richard Smallwood was long held, long cherished in a community. That meant something, right? But I find that if it's not anchored in something meaningful or deep, and it's not that these other things are not. I think what it is I can't engage in the outrage of everything. Everything can't be an outrage. Everything cannot demand my emotional investment. You can't. And then you get like the Richard Smallwood passing, and I was like, but I felt that, so at least I know I'm not broken. At least I know I'm not like a total weirdo, right? But ultimately, I just find that I'm not emotionally invested in many things. I'm not motivated in many things. And I think probably because there were so many things in the last year or so that was trying to demand that much of my time that I was like, no more, no mas. I had tapped out. I had punted, right? I had punted. I was like, no, I just, so, at the beginning of 2025, we were talking about the rest era, and people were like, this isn't our lesson. This was their lesson to learn, and all these things. But it actually started to really hit me even more. So I think once I kind of realized, like, look, I cannot be involved. Like, I can't care too much, right? Um, I don't know. I think like right now, I feel like I'm in a season of discernment. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just recalibrating. I don't know. I think I'm just in this season where not everything deserves my emotional investment. I think things that were anchored in something truly foundational, yes. Um, I don't know, like I don't think I'm depressed or anything like that. I just am. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's tough. I recognize things for what they are. I'm not experiencing a whole lot of highs, nor am I experiencing a whole lot of lows. I'm just kind of in this place where I also appreciate the mundane. I I thanked God for the mundane. It could be worse. Anyway, I think right now with being in this as I enter into 2026, I think I'm still struggling with this emotional fatigue. And I'm starting to realize that some of these things don't even matter because nothing even matters at all. Remember that from Laura Hill? I shouldn't laugh, but you know, certain things just don't matter. I just feel like, let me rephrase that. It's not that I don't care about people and all the things, but I don't care about people, all the things. Like right now, it's like self-preservation. I'm like saving some emotional investment for me. So yeah, I think I'm just like, if I want to end this, I think I'm just in this season where discernment and I want something deeper. I even asked for God, like, to help me get closer to Him because I feel like a douchebag. Like, there are times like I don't really even participate in like a Bible study. It was like I had nothing. I was just like, I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. I'm not going to make any excuses. I think I was just emotionally tired. And if we're being honest, I think many people are feeling the way that I'm feeling, but we just couldn't name it. Didn't know how to name it. So we're at the start of this new year. I'm not here to say that I have a New Year's resolution. I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I didn't set any goals. I think if I had to choose one, it'd be better discernment, more clarity. Right now, I just don't have enthusiasm for much of anything. It's like I said, it's not like I'm sad or anything. I'm just kind of like, I don't want the highs and the lows right now. I think I just want to stay right in the center. I think I want the mundane, and I'm okay with that. But I want to be clear. It's the start of the new year. I'm not here to tell you that I'm going to have all of these resolutions. I don't. You know what I'm thinking about right now? I'm going to get off of my iPad. I'm going to shower, go through my facial routine. And I know this sounds really, really vain, but I'm going to thank God that I have virtually no gray hair. I'm going to do something to my hair. And then I'm going to go visit my sister. She makes me laugh. And then it's funny, I talked to her today, and I said, how come every time I come over there, you always seem to be frying chicken? And she doesn't even fry chicken that often. But when I come over, and she always happens to be frying chicken, so she's making black-eyed peas and frying chicken. And I'm going to go over there. I don't even know how many of my kids are going to come with me. My husband's staying home. We're just going to go crack up a little bit, and I'm going to come home. And that's it. And that's okay. And it's enough. And it's enough. But anyway, let me just say this. I think there are many people out there right now who have some level of emotional fatigue. And now we're like almost like in this period or this season of conservation for yourself, discerning what things should get my emotional investment. What do I want to express my enthusiasm for? And what things do I want to express any level of melancholy for? So, yeah, this is probably not the video that you anticipated. I don't want to seem like I'm Debbie Downer, like, no, it's not like that. It's I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I just want to stay grounded. I want to stay in the center. And you want to know something? We were away for the holiday, and I was really sick. And I barely ate. And I came home, weighed myself, and I was actually down a few pounds. Now, we know that typically doesn't last because when you're ill, you're probably losing a lot of water weight or whatever. But I've kind of treated these last few days as a way to reset, right? There's no real diet or anything like that. I mean, there is, but like, it was more like, hey, let me change a couple of things, monitor portion sizes, right? But I didn't do anything drastic. And here I am. I'm starting to feel halfway decent. And it was because I didn't do anything drastic. No highs, no lows. I just said, hey, let me just monitor what I'm eating a little bit. And I ended up losing a few pounds. Can't you tell how svelte I am? It was only a handful of pounds. But anyway, let me have my delusion. Can I have my delusion? All right, let me get off of here because I'm rambling. I don't think this was a well thought out conversation, but I think you're kind of picking up what I'm putting down. Just dealing with emotional fatigue and trying to conserve some of the emotional investment into things. I'm going to get some chapstick on my lips. And that's just where I'm at with it. And I know some of you are in the same space. Some people say it's a lack of motivation. I don't know. All right. Let me know your thoughts. And by the way, Happy New Year.